read the comic, but it needed more time. It needed. I mean, it's not that the episode was bad; it was like fine, but it's like, oh, all the Invincibles are here, and like, wow, they like annihilate the fucking planet, and then okay, they're all dead now. Lamau, or
well,
not
dead
all of them
or
are
thrown
dead.
into that like hell, not hell dimension, but that place that they were at.
Yeah, and then the conquest fight was fucking amazing. Was fucking awesome. Like that was really good. But the Invincible War needed. Yeah, I thought Season 3 could have been nothing but the Invincible War.
I think you have like an episode or two that doesn't have the Invincible War, and then like I could have built up to it. Because I agree, it would have been this just episode after episode of just seeing all the heroes have to tackle basically like not a full Viltrumite invasion, but damn near close to it, considering like there were 18 marks that Angstrom sent through.
Something like that. Who joined?
Hello, Mayo.
It's Mayo.
Watched Invincible.
What are your thoughts on
didn't...
Blast?
Oh yeah,
No,
he did do it. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayo. Didn't you watch all of Invincible by yourself?
I did.
Yeah. So,
About the Invincible War?
all right, fantastic. Max, you're next on first impressions. I'll go last.
So unfortunately, the Invincible War being brought down to basically almost 3/4 of an episode, really, because it's mostly about like Angstrom Levy's like stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have given it a lot more time to breathe, but as disappointed as I am personally, subjectively with it, it was handled really well, even though it is like as short as it was on screen, and it kind of feels like it was over and done with. However, the ramifications are definitely felt through literally everything that's happening in the literal last bit of the episode and into the next episode. Like it's one of those things where like yes, it's all like horrible, but it's done in a really well way. I don't like, you know what I mean? It's really well done, like shit, if that makes sense. And yeah, the conquest fight was like just awesome. Like I appreciate that they spent a whole episode giving it to that, because yeah, it's really just conquest beating every living shit out of Mark, and that's what we got.
And wasn't as bad as Chicago, because at least
I think it was worse than Chicago.
No, I mean in terms of it, like, from Mark's perspective of like, because his fight against his dad was almost completely one-sided. Mark did win this fight.
Yeah, Mark won
this fight.
He
had a lot of help.
Yeah, Mark won this fight, but at the cost of like a whole fucking like country.
Countries worth of people were
like
killed.
A lot of people died in this fight, and it's easily way worse than what Omni-Man did. Because at least Omni-Man, while still like trying to teach his son and also looking down on the humans, he was doing it in a weird sense of like compassion. Whereas Conquest is just all about the violence, and he doesn't really give a shit what's in the way.
Yeah, hence the like, even to the when he finally thinks about to strangle Mark to death, that's when he realizes like, I'm a victim of my own success.
And like it's like a weird heartfelt confession, and it's one of those things where it feels like this is something that he says to pretty much everyone before he fucking ends them, that kind of thing. Like it's just like his like last like deathbed confession to whoever he's got to kill. But yeah, it's haunting how like it's haunting and refreshing in a way how like just fucking blatantly evil Conquest is.
Yeah, it is. Because unlike something like Angstrom, who I just think is completely the most misguided motherfucker in that universe, like, yeah, Conquest just wants to hurt people.
He is very uncomplicated, and he is unapologetic about how uncomplicated he is. Good stuff.
Very.
My thoughts are relatively the same. I think the Invincible War could have gone quite a bit longer, and let's see.
It just felt like there's a load of episodes that happened, and then it just suddenly happened, as opposed to like any kind of real build-up.
because the build-up we were getting was in the post-credit scenes. When showing, I was like, oh yes, everything is going according to my plan. Everybody's gonna hate Invincible. The one guy, his line of thinking I've always thought is rather odd in the sense that it's like, I really don't like this version of Invincible. The one good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could chalk that up to the idea that he is seeing literally every single Invincible all at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I was getting, like, once he destroyed the machine, and that's what caused Angstrom's accident, was that essentially all of his personalities truly got merged into one. And since a lot of them endured the suffering from Mark and his father, that's the only thing you can think of.
And he might be missing a couple of his brain particulates somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
because apparently
Alright,
his
so
face
we're-
got turned into fucking paste. Like
Yeah,
literally just a
let's
pile
talk about
of
that.
So let's get it. So let's get into the meat, pun intended, of this episode. Yeah, no, the fucking glaring fucking thing in the thing. Why the fuck is Angstrom still alive? Like, he is literally brain smeared across the fucking desert. He's missing parts of his jaw. He is completely and utterly fucked up.
Yeah, he's paste. Like, that's why
And-
it's so annoying.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the French toast? It's
I
so...
thought I killed you. You did. They
Yeah,
just
you
plot
fucking-
decided to just.
Reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
And yeah, he just walks it off, and he reports to the Adeptus Mechanicus to basically rebuild his fucking face, which I don't know how much they could rebuild, because there is definitely brain matter. Like, we can't really show it because I'm afraid of, like, potential
Yeah, no,
demonetization bullshit.
that'll
But, like,
definitely
that,
get
like,
us the
That
strike.
but you could literally, if you just fucking watch the first episode, the first 2 minutes of the last episode, you can literally see brain matter all over the place. He is fucked. Like, he is, like, flattened, and he's fine. So I really have a problem with that. Like, I like Angstrom Levy as a villain because, like, I like the psychotic, like, break of a character where he just can't see reason because he's literally seeing all possibilities at the same time. But the way they bring him back is really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that at all.
I was really, really hoping that it was gonna be like, it's like an alternate dimension Angstrom Levy, even though like he was the only one who could do the alternate dimension bullshit. But no, it's just not what we got. And I don't know. Like I said, it's the same thing in the comics. I don't know if it works any better in like media. Like, it's still fucking stupid.
And-
Yeah, and well, despite that obviously stupid bullcrap of him surviving, the actual like Invincible War, like the idea of what he does, is pretty diabolical and clever.
Yeah, break as much, like, get all these invincibles from other dimensions.
That fucking
Wreak as
hate,
much-
like, that are evil as shit, just like his bias confirms. And once again, going into the psychology of like him, like, still thinking that Mark is evil because he has so many fucking like examples of him being evil. And yeah, we get the literal start of the Invincible War. They get Adam, Eve, and Mark are hanging out in bed talking about the deal of Powerplex and how he's not sure if he really did anything to help the man. But he immediately gets a call from the prison going, "Yo, shit going bad. You're breaking the fucking house. Get over here."
And, well, not only that, it also just starts with a few, like, one of the Invincibles, I don't think it's the mustache one, but one of them just starts just flying through New York, just flying through buildings and destroying as much as possible.
Yeah. The Invincibles are here, all the evil ones are here, and they are fucking shit up. It's pretty gnarly.
It's
And so
pretty
we meet
cool.
the first one we actually have of our Invincible meeting is it's Mohawk Invincible,
Yeah.
and he is probably the most, I don't think he's the most assholeish, but he's definitely the most sarcastic. Like,
I was about to say, there's the one that fights the Guardians later is pretty asshole-ish, but yeah.
yeah, they're all pretty tied for that, but so they're having the fight in the prison, and as Mark just keeps asking, Mohawk Invincible is just like, I'm not gonna tell you shit.
I'll never tell, kind of shit, like he's fucking with him.
Yeah, and
boo boo.
Stick your head
pure girls. All right, gotta fight some fish. So of all people that are there because they're of the confusion, Little Thor,
Knockout, and Bolt.
Yeah, they just start attacking Mark because they're just like, what the fuck, why are you destroying the world?
Yep. No, they literally call him It's Another One, and
yeah. And a certain person that we literally just saw becomes free from the prison. And he's like, see, I told you, bitch.
I told you he turned them against us.
You can't keep getting away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it. And yeah, it's actually kind of cool. It's kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but it's nice to see that Powerplex was actually able to put down one of the Invincibles. Like you see him standing over like a fucking charcoal body.
It is said that while they are pretty strong, they are weaker than our main boy.
Oh, that's so good. All right.
Well, I think isn't it even Angstrom that says it?
I don't think it's Angstrom. It's Cecil's. It's Bobby. Like, why? You fucking made me forget his goddamn name. Donald sells Cecil that. And yeah, it's also shown that Cecil and Donald were fucking getting wrecked up too, because they were also fighting off an invincible charade.
Yeah, the Animan, while Cecil did the thing, he held the button for so long it fucking broke it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Reaniman, just like what they were accidentally doing in their fight in the Guardians HQ, were kind of beating him to death.
Kind of? Don't you mean they were?
They did.
Well, no, I say by kind of. That's what I've more meant when they were Guardians HQ, when they were losing somewhat control.
They were beating a dead horse Invincible. So
that's Simpsons clip. Stop! It's already dead.
Basically. Shout outs to Tech Jacket, by the way. He was the I fucking couldn't remember his name, but he's the guy who was fighting. He was the like weird tech looking dude who was fighting the mustached Invincible in the in space. Who, if you notice, he wins, by the way.
Yes.
He's basic. You might like his comics, Wyatt. He's basically fucking Image's Blue Beetle.
Ooh. Oh, I thought they would go in the direction of Image Iron Man.
No, Image Blue Beetle.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I like me some Blue Beetle.
And like weirdly enough, as like all Image is kind of like edgy and shitty and awful. His story is actually pretty pretty wholesome. Like, not a whole lot of bad stuff that happens. Like, you know, like let me rephrase this. Not a lot of bad stuff happens, but it's not like in the levels of like Invincible or like Spider-Man. Like he gets W's.
That's good.
Yeah, so like I said, you might enjoy that read. But yeah, he is an Image comic, basically a like a guest character for Invincible.
And then Werewolf was fighting the one that was specifically I killed you once, I can do it again. That was the one that Spawn was fighting in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't keep you as a slave in my empire.
Yeah, we got all the fucking asshole Invincibles. Shoutouts to fuck, I always forget his name is so easy to remember. Stephen Young. Shoutouts to Stephen Young for all of his voice work, by the way, because he actually did make all of the Invincibles feel like different.
I think
with his voice acting, he did a really good fucking job.
Not even just mannerisms. I think he changed like outright. Like I think he added more gravel to his voice for one. Like
He added more gravel to his voice.
like-
For one, he was completely stoic and like straight for the Omni Invincible.
The psychopathic yellow cape one, like the extra, you're dead.
Can't hear you, dickhead. The one that's like the I call him I don't remember what his name is officially, but I just call him the Cobra Commander Invincible. But he has like a bit of a
Oh, yeah, the
southern.
no face.
He's got like a bit of a southern twang to his voice too, so I'm wondering if they're going for the whole maybe a little bit southern vibe for that one, but you know.
And some of the implications behind one of them, I think it was yellow cape one that just straight up like he killed Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there wasn't an
that-
implication. He just flat out said it.
Well, yeah, sorry, it's straight up said is after I killed my father, it's like oh shit.
Oh,
And apparently
no.
most of them killed their mom. Not all of them, though.
Not all of us.
Not all of us
Well.
hated mom, assholes. I miss playing catch with dad.
There's that one really fucked up thing where one of the marks is inside of the house calling for his mom and she's not there, and he's like disappointed that he couldn't kill her.
Yeah, I don't get to kill her again, and then flew through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the twist that she was actually at Paul's place.
Proof of this dimension is differing from what Angstrom believes, and he can't deal with that.
So outside of just fights happen, we cut to one that's like almost close to the original Invincible colors, but he doesn't have his goggles.
Yeah, that's the psycho.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah,
just
he was-
going like, wait, like oh, like it's not that fun. I killed them too fast. And we see Shapesmith, who's been ripped in half, multiple, like just all the bodies of Duplicate. Samson's fucked up. I did kind of appreciate because Max, you and I were thinking the same thing as Duplicate was attacked. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, like it's unfortunately one of those things where this is not 100 men versus a gorilla. No, like you really can't do anything to Invincible. It doesn't matter how many fucking it doesn't matter how many bodies you throw at it.
Exactly.
It looks like why it's out of this place now.
I have what? Wait.
A rando, he's got an SOS player and a rando joint.
Oh.
Yep.
Shit. I don't know.
So not to just simply say it's a bunch of fights. There's plenty of dynamic going around.
Sorry, that's what I was trying to bring up. The Rex and Ray relationship.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, all of those death flags.
Yeah, he kind of just started the episode with nothing but dead flags.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna have cool sex with my girlfriend. And,
Oh, yeah.
but don't worry, I'll be back after I go stop this thing.
So
First,
I'm just one
spend-
day left to retirement.
and then proceeds to spend all day because by the time that we cut back to it's nighttime. So they've been spending all day, the former team, just trying to fight this one Invincible, and it's not been going well.
Nope, it is not. Let's shout-outs to Rudy for trying to hold on as long as he could, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you're just like this is Invincible. Bulletproof guys will hold it down, but
We did kind of question where those Hulkbuster bots were, though.
yeah, no, it is really unfortunate where it does feel like Rudy wasn't giving his best because of all the you see all the robots like down and out, but like we saw him with the Mauler twins, even though it did lose an arm. We did see him like fight have like an actual like Optimus Prime sized fucking robot.
Unless
Call it
we're
Optimus
just
Prime
missing
size.
something. Did that thing just get destroyed, or?
No, remember he was fighting the Mauler twins, and then Cecil called the fucking Omega Alert to come back, and he
right.
just left. Called Optimus Prime size, by the way, because that's the one that transforms into a truck.
I don't remember. Then again, was that season 1?
That's season
That
one.
was season 1.
Yeah, I don't remember season 1 that much, unless
My
it
objective?
involved Omni-Man.
My objective was to bring you in without hurting you. Now, it just transforms. You're not giving me much of a choice.
Let's see. So we then cut to, honestly.
Well, I was gonna say, and unfortunately, yeah, this leads to Rex's final book, in which he was pulling it out at the end, man. He was fucking putting work.
Yeah, even before the skeleton bit, like he was
Blows up
making
the fucking
everything
whole
explode.
ground. Yeah, it's really neat.
He's
to see,
grabbing
like, actually-
rocks. He's like, I think even chucks his goggles. Like he is putting everything he has into this fight.
This is Iron Man versus Thanos type of fight. He's like literally every last ounce before he has to do the thing.
Well, you weren't here for the viewing, but I literally compared him to fucking Usopp versus Luffy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with that.
And yeah, I got really sad when Rex died.
Yeah,
And it's a massive shame as well because they put so much work into him this season after his almost death. Like,
so
no,
really good.
honestly,
I would say they put a lot of work into him even in season 2 though. Like he actually matures really well over the entire series.
and that's
Yeah.
why honestly, like I think we've said it a good number of times just in these recordings, but man, Rex's arc, like now that it's finished, he went from a character that at the very least I kind of hated, and then slowly put himself into like I miss him. Everywhere I go, I see his face now.
Mhm. And like it's one of those things too, is like it's how violent and how suddenly he goes too, because we don't see his body, like we don't see anything, like that's just it. We see everybody's reaction to it, but he's gone.
Yeah, because of him using a skeleton, yeah, there's probably nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
then
we know there's nothing left. All we saw was that fucking little outline of him on that piece of rubble.
I forgot what the term for that is, but as horrible as it
oh,
sounds,
the
it's like
Hiroshima wall shadows. Yeah.
in the Iron Man 3 thing, it's like, yeah, they believe that that's the spirit of their body, like, leaving or whatever. It's like, oof.
So,
Shout out to Rex. He was a good boy.
he was
did his
the
best,
best boy.
Yep.
As far as the fights with the other Invincibles, we do see they are getting taken down. We saw Reaniman grab one, snap its neck. Tech person killed Mustache one.
Yeah, Tech Jacket.
Tech Jacket, thank you. Then we get to Phase 1, which being complete, and Angstrom has them hover over Mark's house. And that's when they decide, we did what you asked, now let us conquer shit. And they turn on him. And he sends them to that desert hell environment that Mark obliterated him and killed him. I don't care if the show or the comics says he didn't die. He fucking paced, man. And yeah, that's when they're just left there. Because of like his dimensional portal things, like and him not being that much of a physical guy, he's been using those ball things that we saw earlier in the season to basically just smack into Invincible. And they do have quite a lot of force. It's what sends them through those portals.
I'll admit it does feel a little. It feels a little. How do I describe this? It feels like the choreography takes a hit for these balls things, and the balls also do seem like, I don't want to say contrived is the right word. It doesn't feel like as impactful as like a fight from these two should be.
Yeah.
It does lend credence to like the way that Angstrom would have to fight Invincible because he's weaker than him. But honestly, I think I would prefer it if Angstrom and him just threw hands instead of Angstrom just throwing balls at him.
Well, also throughout the fight, he's trying to push Mark into another portal, basically to try to fuck with him like how he did in season 2. And
Yep.
Mark, being a lot smarter, learning from that fight, he dodges all of them. I was about to say nearly all of them. No, he did dodge all of them.
Yeah, because he knows that if he goes through a portal,
It's basically over.
It's game over. Like, he won't be able to get back. Especially when Engstrom fucking says to him he's gonna kill everything he loves and then bring him back.
So, Oliver also gets a bit of a helping. He gives a helping hand during a lot of the stuff. Also performs a lot of rescue shit. But then, right as Mark's got him, because they have that one of those, like, he's pushing him towards a portal. I'm gonna kill everything you love. Then he gets a second wind. Oliver is just like, no, fucking kill him.
Yeah, snap his neck. And weirdly, Mark agrees.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like, I was worried there for a second that it was gonna like, no, I won't kill him. I would be like, Mark, you fucking moron.
This guy's literally caused, like, potentially, like, they say the early death toll is in the hundreds of thousands, and experts believe that it could triple by the end of it. It's like, dude, no, he has to go. Like, he has to go. Like,
that's why.
Murderer. Because, yeah, I put all of those deaths on Engstrom Levy, by the way. That's all his fucking fault.
It's instances like that, like, so I get why in a lot of media they're having this fight. They finally think they've got him, and they have the little talk, even if it's for a small amount of time. For once, I really just would like to see just no talking, snap. Because didn't even they made a joke about that in Dragon Ball Super, didn't they? It was either 17 or 18 that just obliterates somebody while they're trying to transform.
I think it was 17 attacked Ribrianne, and then everyone was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Let her power up. And he's just like, oh, whatever, fine.
Can I go with them?
When it's just like, no, just hit them. I'm so sick of that. Yeah, I'm finally get to put something on the screen.
What are these weapons we carry for? It's an answer you'll
so,
have to find for yourself.
In terms of other details,
Okay.
Engstrom Levy does try to escape, but Mark grabs his arm, the portal closes, and yeah, he gets dismembered. Yeah.
And before that, there's one more thing I want to mention is that there's another fight that we glanced over it, we didn't finish it. The fight with the Guardians. Shoutouts to Darkwing for basically taking himself out to basically trap one of the fucking Invincibles in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, he's possibly dead in there too, but it like
but
he sacrificed himself, and it was
he sacrificed himself and keep him in there, and that Mark is probably going to be dead because there's shit in the shadows.
Yeah, there's some scary shit in there apparently. That's
there's a chance that Darkwing can come back, and I feel like he should because of like the arc he had, and I really appreciate like his chance of redemption. And maybe there's a chance he will come back for the writer's sake, but we'll see. I would believe him coming back far more than I would believe the fucking Engstrom Levy coming back.
Yeah,
this is
true.
But
and then
I just realized, is this an actual hunt or is this
this is a low rank hunt in case Asa wanted to jump in, so bring your low rank shit.
All right, just wanted to, because I saw it was only the three of us. I'm like, we actually hunting?
Kind of.
Yeah, but okay, but then of course, you know, Immortal, he gets his head stomped off, but you know, he's fine. And then he's just all like, I'm done with this. I want to start a family with you, Kate. It's like, I see, Immortal. Being immortal.
Yeah, and then we had a discussion, because I am very curious. It's one of those things where it's like, writers don't really talk about this. I think there's some kind of like shit with these writers.
We had a Mallrats level conversation for a moment.
There's a Mallrats conversation, but like it is a question to be asked though. Like
I'm with you. It's just it's kind of funny because we did it ended up sounding like a Mallrats conversation.
Yeah. But it's like one of those things where like if you fucked multiple duplicates and they just all got preggers, and like could they all be pregnant with a kid? Like because we don't really ever see how Duplicate gets rid of her duplicates.
I would imagine they just meld back into her.
Maybe, but we never see it. It's a very key feature.
And we also never see it. We also know that duplicates do have They've got bits. They've got organs and shit.
Yeah, but they are perfect. They are perfect clones.
Yeah, so it is a decent question to ask.
Like if one gets an SCD, does it bring it back to prime?
Well, it wouldn't if it dies. So.
I forgot, isn't like multi-pall and duplicates powers. Like when it comes to the overall experiences of those bodies, does it do that shadow clone level shit where it's like you also learn and see the shit that wherever
yeah, basically, no. Every single duplicate feels every single thing that the other duplicates feel.
It's so fucked.
It's so horrible. Yeah, it's so fucking horrible.
So
And that's why she has that. That's why she has that discussion when we're talking about how like weird it is for her being with Immortal, and it's like I've probably lived as long as he has.
Because at least like something like the shadow clones, that has the benefit of like, yeah, they get one tapped, so they
Not all the
yeah,
time.
they don't,
Not all the time, but when they die, it's just that they fucking.
Well, yeah, and Naruto
they
doesn't actually feel the pain. It's just that the knowledge that they gain goes to his head. That's how he's
Yeah.
always able to
yeah.
train.
Meanwhile, if he, I bet if they did feel that pain, Naruto would then after a while just be like, "Oh my god, ow!"
I think I can manage. But let's get away from here.
So yeah, are there any details left in that? Because the episode ends with a very interesting note.
Yeah,
like I
it
said,
ends and it's
It is, like I said, it gives all the like horrible like death tolls and everything that's been dealt with, and all that shit. Also, we get a really good return of we get a fun return of Powerplex, and yeah, like I think the implication is that he was helping with the fucking efforts, because as long as like Invincible's not there, he's kind of fine. But yeah, the second he sees Invincible, it's like on site, and it's really tragic to basically see how, like, even though we know objectively that he's wrong because this isn't technically Mark's fault, but you see it in the faces of every single hero that's there that they do kind of agree with Powerplex.
yeah.
And that's just, like I said, that's just an unfortunate thing. But yeah,
Oh,
shoutouts to fuck, what's his name? Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul,
Shout out-
yes.
Shoutouts to Aaron Paul, fucking keeping it down. Like he is surprisingly a good voice actor, and I hope to see him in more stuff because he's a really fucking talented actor.
So they
We actually get some body Scott too. The Fight Force like big muscle dude, fortunately from the first season, who fought Eve during like the tryouts. We see him like, officially like dead. We see a couple other characters who are dead.
Oh,
Like,
we
see
get
one guy
the
holding
Egyptian curse guy. He also
Yeah, we get the curse
made
guy
a cameo.
returning, which it's weird how that's still a recurring joke.
Oh,
He's probably gonna be like a final boss or some shit. Like,
I
Ah,
want him
man.
to. I want him to. I actually was kind of hoping that he
would take one of the Invincibles and just be a fucking like god like character.
Yeah,
That
like,
would be
yeah,
fun.
it would make a bad situation worse, but at the same time, I'm kind of sick of the joke now.
I appreciate that it stays somewhat fresh. Like, but yeah, the like the starting where he just gets like locked in his tomb, the second one where he doesn't want to get into a woman's body, and the third one where it's just like, fuck, I missed my chance, and I gotta go back in my tomb, otherwise I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
Just
and
like,
we got the return of those two archaeologists that were just like, "You fucking misogynist weirdo."
Yeah, well, because they were trapped in there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
it's
God
like,
knows how long, I might add.
It's been a minute. By the way, Ace is in a quest, so hop in.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to leave you like that.
Check your invitation list at the enter start menu.
Safe. He's safe and covered.
Shoot! He's fighting the
Now,
shoot.
Oh, I
Huh?
hear somebody snoring.
Man, was that you?
Those Ace
Hey,
making
me.
noises.
Asa, are you okay? I
Like
think
I've
he
seen-
accepted a quest invitation and then passed the fuck out.
I've seen his the green rim lights up a few times. I didn't know whether his mic was muted or something, but I've not heard him since I've been here.
Let's see where he's at. The quest real
We'll
quick.
check in on him. If he's not moving, then
There's that.
We'll beat the shit out of the thing for him. Don't worry, buddy. We got you.
and then go to sleep. We
Like,
just before we did this, we were playing D&D.
Yeah, it's been a long day. But
back to Invincible. Like,
so yeah, it's like, oh man, this couldn't get any worse, could it?
Stand
then
for
you
my
get-
arrival, worm.
and then like the
no.
biggest rematch in television history.
Shout
Glenn
Shout out.
versus Negan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I love that Invincible is like, I just had a really, really awful day, and I really want to hit something really hard.
Mm-hmm. And then they get like the poor man's version of that really awesome comic panel.
Yeah, unfortunately, the comic panel, like, I really love it,
Wait,
but it's not the same. Specifically, the one where Invincible's like flying upwards towards Conquest, and like Conquest is like coming down with a big fist. It's good shit. Comic's cool. You guys should check it out if you want to learn about stuff for the future. But that's the end of the episode. And oh shit, forgot to mention Donald, MVP that he is. He left Cecil's side to go fight, and when his body is found, that's literally all it is a fucking torso and a head.
and half a face. As he fought alongside Britt, also known as Mike.
Yeah, that sounds like Mike Ehrmantraut. It might be him. I have to fucking look into that.
I think I looked at the X-ray. I think it's the same guy.
Okay.
Walter, you gotta go fight Conquest, Walter.
We gotta go fight Conquest, you dumb son of a bitch. Walter. No, yeah, shout outs to Britt, by the way. He seems like a really cool character. I kind of hope we can see some more of him in the future.
Slur said he was a little bit sad that the voice for Conquest wasn't the sergeant guy from Venture Brothers.
Yeah. That'd be really funny if it was.
That would have been hilarious.
But yeah, the fucking next episode starts, and Conquest is just fucking giving Mark the ones. Like, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, anytime Mark hits him, like, he almost immediately comes back and hits him 10 times harder.
It's a really interesting feature to see. Anytime that he gets actually pushed back and he's, like, flying backwards, Conquest almost immediately catches himself.
Yeah.
Because, you can't just throw, like, a Viltrumite, because they have smart cells. He's just going to stop moving. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing
actually,
that's gonna,
they're called smart atoms.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. Hold on. No, I need to address that. Is that what they call that when somebody like who doesn't have like Iron Man rockets, when they just fly? Is that what they call that?
No, smart atoms
that's
literally like
smart atoms is what the Viltrumites have.
It's like their bodies are composed of things called smart atoms that they adapt to like certain environmental conditions. They can increase durability and strength, and they allow them to like survive in space without breathing.
Yep.
And all that stuff.
When was that said?
I think it's
in season 1, dude.
Yeah, in season 1, and then
of course. Do you not remember when fucking Omni-Man was literally explaining to Mark how to fly and how to actually throw a punch?
I remember the peeing your pants thing. Like,
yeah, he pees your pants, but then like it's like this is how when normally you'd have to push off your feet to throw a punch. Yeah, Viltrumites can push off with any point of their body because we can move through 3D space.
Well, that and it's also just explained in like comic guides as well. So
well, that's more what I was asking, because I know the scene, but I never remembered the word smart cells ever.
You know what? I might actually be combining it with the fucking Death Battle, because Death Battle explains it. But yeah, they're called smart cells.
Okay, because that I was just like, what the fuck are you talking?
It's weird that Omni-Man has actually been in 2 Death Battles, and like he's really only been in media relevant
in the span of 2 years.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember him fighting Homelander. Who was his second opponent?
Bardock.
Oh, who won?
Yeah.
Omni-Man, it's a very controversial episode.
It's a very controversial episode, but I feel like it's fair, though, because a lot of the speculation for Bardock's like Super Saiyan feats and shit like that is very completely non-canon.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
was this
anyway.
was this split second? Was that previous Broly or new Broly or
Bardock.
composite?
Bardock.
No, Bardock. Oh, I completely misheard you.
Bardock, Goku's dad.
Yeah, Goku's daddy. The whole point
I
is
missed that
fa-
entirely.
father's heroes.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Invincible.
Yes.
So anyway, back to Invincible. Negan is beating the shit out of this poor Chinese kid.
Well, explain
It
if they're
is-
Korean.
It
Whatever.
is really cool how it's
That's
funny.
funny.
That's a Walking
that's
Dead
the-
reference.
That's literally the line in Walking Dead, by the way. Jake,
Oh,
Some
you
Chinese-
take care of that
so-
little Chinese kid. He's Korean. Whatever.
Yeah. Got some balls for a Chinaman. I'm Korean.
Whatever.
It is nice little growth for Daryl. So it's not to show, that every blow that Mark throws his way, Conquest just throws it a lot harder, to the point that during their fight they level a whole city.
Well, no,
Like,
they level
like,
a couple
just-
blocks, but there's a point where they get pushed into space, and we see a really like fucking horrific thing where Conquest basically draws him a little heart with his, or makes him a little heart out of his blood.
and spit because he blows the bubble out of his
Mhm.
mouth. Because Conquest is just he's just evil,
Yeah.
He's an uncomplicated man.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Try to get him. His tail got cut, by the way.
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody carve the tail. This tail that is kind of meaningless to the.
No.
No,
So-
monster parts are never meaningless, even in high rank.
Exactly. Like you can still use them for other things.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty fucking sure Ace just passed out, by the way. So
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm,
bud.
I'm sure.
Can't you also use the monster parts to like make armor
can
spheres
use-
after a certain point?
you can use you can use monster parts to make armor spheres. So literally every part is worth something.
So they're dropping from space, and
Yeah, they
Where
drop
they-
him space, and he lands him into a city. We were not shown which city. And Mark is just, kind of hanging. He's like, man, that really hurt. I hope nothing bad happens. Meanwhile, Conquest is just charging up his fucking ultimate and decides, hey, man,
That helped.
what's going on in this neighborhood? And he levels a city.
yeah,
Like,
and this is I think we might have accidentally skipped over the Oliver bit,
oh yeah, Oliver shows up and tries to help, and that
and
goes
fails. He fails in a manner. Okay,
poorly.
thanks, Jake.
It'll be all right.
Well, I was playing my tunes. Do you not want my tunes?
It's me.
I was on it.
Do you not want my tunes?
It was me. It's
right.
fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no. Like I said, the destruction and shit like that is like on a par that's beyond what Omni-Man was doing. So I mentioned in the
yeah.
recording is that or no recording. I mentioned it during the viewing is that Omni-Man was trying to like teach his son stuff, so he wasn't trying to go super hard into the murder, but he was basically just showing Mark what he should like know. Conquest doesn't give a flying fuck.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, he actually admits it multiple
Wants to
times.
hurt.
He's like, Anissa would probably come here and tell you that joining the Viltrumite Empire would help everybody, and they would make this place utopia. I'm not doing that. Like, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and man, I see where all the budget went.
Yeah, the animation here is top notch. The choreography is amazing.
Both-
like, every, like,
Both
bit
the
move.
Conquest fight and the Invincible
Invincible
War.
War.
There was that shot of all the Invincibles, like as they just flash from one to the other, and it sees the fire in their eyes. Yeah, that's where those two episodes. That's where all the budget went.
Mhm.
So we had the whole thing of Eve was in the hospital because one of the Invincibles broke her leg.
Yeah,
She
'cause,
after
she can't really stand up to a Viltrumite.
yeah, and thus when everything happens and she wakes up. And
Oh yeah, well,
immediately
hang on.
sees
The
Mark
follow
on
up
the
to
news.
the follow up to the Oliver thing. Yeah, Oliver tries to come back and help again, but he almost gets ripped in half, and it's a very horrific scene.
Yeah,
it's
you'll
really
feel your
brutal.
skin tear and your
Now you'll feel
Muscles
your
vertebrae separate.
then you'll feel your skin
if
tear.
you can concentrate through the pain, you can feel your skin too. Oh, it's a fucking because you can hear like as just everything is being ripped in half.
Yep.
And of course that gives Mark another anger boost to smack him around, and that's where we got into space.
Oh,
anger,
shit.
anger boost.
Shit, we also skipped over one of my favorite bits. Is like fucking Mark is like, "Hey man, you want to talk?" And fucking he says, "Fuck you mean talk." By the way, equip your shit since Ace is out, or it's gonna do some events.
All right.
I'll keep the flow going.
2 seconds. Let me get him out of the.
But
Just
yeah,
gonna
no,
do
like
this as well.
this is a pretty much straight fight fucking episode.
Hello, no.
thank the winds. That encounter was nearly the end of me. I owe you my life. That was incredible, back there. I could have never imagined. To think a person could stand against a monster like that.
I'm sorry to be curt, but could you listen? The village is in terrible danger. There's no time to explain. We'll talk while we ride.
Hunter! Oh, you found Zato. Yusai is at the Elder's house trying to convince her.
Zato. Just who I was looking for. Isai here says that a pack of Doshaguma is closing in on the village.
Please, Elder. You have to believe them. Everyone must seek shelter.
Nonsense. The sound of the gem chimes is and always has been the only shelter we need.
Elder, with my own eyes, I watched these people stand against the Sand Leviathans unafraid. They wield powerful tools and knowledge of monsters far greater than our own. They deserve our trust. For the wind's sake, please, please give the order for our people to shelter.
Very well, Zato. If you are that certain.
We need to move.
I know.
Hey, you good?
Have you seen Nata? He went
What?
looking for Nona.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's saying that you fell asleep and you're still alive, possibly, so, because we weren't hearing you.
I'm in a cutscene.
Okay. Yeah, because he moved you over to Mojo Dojo because no one was getting anything from you.
Well,
Okay. So let's make sure you're okay.
yeah. I'm gonna get to bed soon anyway in a sec.
Okay. Alright then, I'll see you later.
See ya.
I got you. We gotta move.
It's drawn to the livestock. Nata! Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. There's nothing to be afraid of. Let's find a safe place. We need to drive them out of here!
I know.